Good day, everyone. So, we have a couple of things to talk about. So right here, you can see, along the, entire Ring of Fire, we actually don't see too much activity. I know in Japan there are a couple of, 4.0 earthquakes. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, 4.5, a 4.4 and 4.6 and a 4.3. Now it's probably I still want to be a little cautious about the Japan area because it was quiet for quite a while. But still, I just really want to keep on that eye on that area because it definitely hasn't seen too much activity in the past few months, which is kind of alarming. Now down here, I know, we saw it was a 5.0 in the Philippines, or near the Philippines, just 123 kilometers offshore. But we have over here, hold on, sorry, it's glitching out. Okay, so, over here, up here, let me scroll out to here. Okay, and we have a 5.0 central mid-Atlantic ridge. We don't have to worry too much about that because it's not that big. And also there's there's no hazards posed by that area. And then up in Alaska, it seems to be pretty quiet. Just a few tiny earthquakes, a 3.5, and a couple others. Now time to talk about this area. But first, okay, so we have in Kansas, there was a 2.9. Hold on, I want to see. I'm not too aware of too many faults. I'm mainly following the big faults around the United States, so I'm not sure what fault, if that was even a fault, that caused that earthquake. Now over here, we have in Stanley, Idaho, 2.5. I know there has been some activity there recently, so but it's nothing that big. Like I said with Japan. Now over here we have down in California, relatively normal activity for the past few days and hours. We have right here just a 3.2, let's see what a 3.0, and over hold on. Shoot. Yeah, over here we have a 3.9, and I'm guessing this will be like 2.8. And then over here, hold on. Yeah, right here. So we have this down in Oregon. This kind of goes with what the main topic is right now. So, this, I'm fairly certain that this is nothing posed by the, like the Cascadia Subduction zone itself. It definitely has something to do with these ridges, of the spreading of these plates, probably, but I'm pretty sure that this has nothing to do with the, with what I'm about to talk about. So over here, this was yesterday, at, hold on. Yeah, this was yesterday on the 22nd of April, and this was all day. There was a total of 481 epicenters. And as we well, this was one of my first videos. Well, yeah, my first. So but as I know that these this area here, let's date this back. Hold on. So right here, let's go to the first of this month till yesterday. Because they still haven't updated the system. Now what I'm gonna do, search. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be surprising to you all. See, yeah, there was over 8,600 epicenters. And look, this is spreading not only, like, you can see, usually this area along here, right, hold on, this area right here, it is not the most active. It's usually down to the south near Medford area, or most of the time in California, or it's all the way up here near Vancouver Island and Vancouver. So this is definitely also just 8,000. Hold on, 8,600 epicenters. That is a lot. And so I'm pretty sure what that is doing is, so here we have the what it looks like, and right here, so you can see that this right here, this plate is the subducting plate, is the hold on. That plate is the Juan de Fuca plate, and this plate right here is the North American plate. Now, so right here, as you can see, this volcano area, it's not just one volcano, there's, the entire Cascade volcanic range. So what we're seeing right now is right here would kind of be where we are right now. We're in where all those tiny tremors that are under the surface. However, they're happening several miles beneath the surface. They're very deep earthquakes. So, and what I believe that is so right here you can see there is the locked interface. Now, what's happening is the pressure is building all the way down to here. And what's happening is this plate right here, it's bringing so much pressure right here. And when something big is about to happen, something really strong, and probably a very big earthquake, 7.0 or greater, there are always small tremors right here before, and there's relatively small earthquake activity around this area besides those tremors. And that is what we're seeing down here. So like this area, in all of Oregon, there is no no earthquakes here. There was a couple in Washington, but that or no earthquakes that were near the surface. There were a couple in Washington around Rainier and over here a couple days ago. but in the past few days there has been no earthquakes in Oregon. Now, I am going to go over to here. So we have all these earthquakes, and they are the only earthquakes or tremors. Tremors and earthquakes, when I'm talking about that, they're much different because they are the tremors are just super super tiny earthquakes, usually caused by either a super big thing that's about to happen or just their regular just tremors, but there's usually not grouped up like this much, because, well, it's just not necessarily how it works. Something big is about to happen within, I believe in the next month or two, maybe even a few days. We really don't know. But there is definitely built up pressure right here, and it's going to be released off of the coast area right here, because we have never seen look, 44, hold on, wait. So they're happening really, really deep under the surface, and, that just tells us that something beneath the surface is about to happen, or something beneath the surface is happening right now, and it's causing for small little earthquakes to be unleashed beneath us, because, like I said, over here, the Juan de Fuca plate is submerging under the North American plate, which means we're over here and the pressure is built up all the way over here. So most of it is being released right around, not most of it is being released, but most of it, there's like, it's being very, how do I say this? Like, so the pressure is getting up to a point where there's all these tiny tremors, but they're all over here, up here. So, and because of that is because it's allowing the hold on, right here, for this plate to be right, the pressure is being caused right here. And so when all that pressure channels down into under here, the entire, how do I say this? Okay, so the entire plate itself, jeez, there's no easy way to say this. So when when there's a big earthquake about to happen, the parts of the plate, of the subducting plate, starts to shake, causing small tremors at a low depth right here. In fact, there are probably tons of earthquakes down here. They're just not reporting them because that's like 100 miles beneath the surface, probably way even more. And so, that's what I meant to say. It's very, it was on the tip of my tongue. So the entire plate starts to shake due to all this pressure. And no, it's not unleashing part of it and making the pressure go away. It's just causing so much pressure when like, okay, so in movies when there's like, so much pressure is happening, this, like, say in one of those bottles filled with gas, there's pressure in there, and right as it happens in the movies, it starts to shake like really fast. That's kind of what's happening under here. Obviously, not the best example, but right here it is causing all this pressure not to be released, but to show that something's big is about to happen. Now, over right, okay, so on this over here on the latest earthquakes, a couple more places that I'm kind of suspecting is a little weird. Oh, wait, what the heck? Is right under here is, so we obviously know this is the Peru-Chile fault that caused the biggest earthquake in the world in the 1960s. The what is it called? The 9.6 that it released. Some people are a little worried about the Chile area, but I'm not necessarily, because its last earthquake was at 8.8, which was very large on the Richter scale, and so I'm not too worried about that area. And it was I'm more worried about the Cascadia Subduction zone right now. Hasn't had an earthquake in like 300 years, and so that's why I'm really kind of freaked out. Like, a big 9.0 earthquake happens every around every 10 years. And when was the last 9.0 earthquake? Guess what? In Japan, 2011. And it's been 10 years. It's 2021. So, and on top of that, like, there's all the silence on the Ring of Fire is not usual. And, like, in 2004, this area had their big earthquake, which shook the entire region. But there has been over here no activity on this fault, besides a couple of pressure, like, releasing earthquakes, but it doesn't mean that it's releasing all of that pressure, because it's definitely not. And I also, there is some myths that the San Andreas fault and the Cascadia Subduction zone are connected. You can see right here, yes, they look connected, and they are connected. However, they are two different types of faults. Because, as I said, this type of fault is a subduction zone like this, while the other fault is more of a if you search it up, I don't have a, oh yeah, right here. Wait. Just got a new earthquake in. Hold on. Doesn't look like there's one. Okay, so, but you can see right here, this is a totally different type of subduction zone. It is hot subduction zone. I've been talking too much about this, but it has had a already it's big earthquakes, and they're two different types of faults. So when we talk about them being connected, we're just saying because right here there is a connection between them. Yes, they are connected, but if the big one was to be unleashed, it would not send the entire California fault moving. Because it's moving in two opposite directions, one going to the south and one going to the north. And so, and this one is subducting under the plate, so they're totally different types. And to say that they, the big one, if the big one were unleashed, that would create a huge earthquake along the California. That's just inaccurate and false. Because, like I said, they're two different types of plates. These type of earthquakes are caused by the rock getting interlocked, and then the pressure starts to build, and then they move forward in a massive jolt. So I'm not sure how these plates were to be connected and create a big one, because an entire big one ranging all the way down to all the way here, because that just is not, it's not how it works. I don't know what else to tell you. But the up here in Alaska, there's not too much to worry about, and over in Japan there is, I am still watching Japan area because it's been really silent for the past few months, besides that 7.3 that happened a couple months ago. And so yeah, it is 4:12 p.m. So I'm gonna hop off here, and yeah.